this ought to be a pretty good trip. I'm headed to Laguna Beach, California to visit Jenny Kemp.
Jenny has asked my help in installing a garden window in her kitchen. These box-shaped windows not only provide an ideal place for indoor gardening, they also make rooms feel larger. The first step is to remove the old window's sliding glass panel. This is simple enough to do. I just have to lift it up and then pull the bottom outward. Jenny removes the screens the same way. To get the fixed panel out, she uses a hammer and a pry bar to loosen and remove a center brace. With it gone, the fixed panel lifts out the same as the first. Our next step is to remove the exterior trim.
What I'd like you to do first of all is take this utility knife and right in here where these two meet, just go ahead and cut the paint away. The reason I want to do that is that this is fairly heavy paint and it's actually could be acting a little bit like glue. So that'll help this break away. That's perfect, and drive it right in there.
After Jenny scores the rest of the trim, we go to work prying it off.
Pull it in this direction, other way. There you go, just straight. Wiggle it around until it comes in. Okay, good.
With all the trim gone, we have access to the old aluminum window frame. And that's next to go.
Okay, now this is kind of caulked in place here. So what I'm going to do is give this a whack from the inside here. If you can kind of pull from the outside, Jenny.
All right.
But keep your balance because this could let go at any time. It might come slowly. I really don't know.
Okay.
So this, good, that's going. Let me get the block up here at the top.
Okay.
Okay. Free? Oh, that's good. That's good. Just see if you can pull it completely out now. There you go.
You got it.
Excellent. What's left in here right now is the original window frame that the original wooden windows were in. It's got to come out for the window that we're putting in today. It's held in place right now by nails. There are pairs of them, some here and all the way around.
I showed Jenny how to use a nail remover.
To get those.
We drive the dual prongs up under the nail head with a hammer.
We just push down the handle here, and it begins to pull the nail out. Then we can flip it over to the other side and then rock this right out. Okay, Jenny, I think we've got all the nails out here.
Okay.
Just pull the sill and the top. There we go. Oh, very nice. Now we've got to do two things to get this opening ready for our new window. The first thing is that we have to finish off this wood right here and right down here because it's going to be seen from the inside. So that work is mostly cosmetic. But we've also got to make an adjustment on the outside of the building here. Let me show you what I mean. Our new garden window has what's called a nailing flange. That's actually what's going to hold it against the house right here. It attaches to this 2x4, actually the front edge of it. But in order for that to happen, we're going to have to cut away a strip of this siding about 2.5 inches wide. Okay, Jenny, what we're going to do is start building up this bottom sill here because it's a little bit low right now. Pull it out, okay? So we're going to nail this in place. Now we could use a hammer and nail.
Great.
But nah, we're not going to do that. I believe in
man.
nail guns, okay?
Oh my gosh.
So here's how you use this.
After a quick lesson on using a butane-powered nail gun, Jenny has forsaken hammer and nails and gets to work.
Okay, well, set that gun right over there. I'm going to give you a little bit smaller gun right here, same idea. And we're going to start putting some pieces on the top now. This is a piece of shim, actually, just a spacer.
Jenny nails the shim in place, and then we add a trim piece.
Okay.
Now we're ready to begin cutting away the siding. This small handheld cordless power saw is lightweight and easy to handle.
Now, it's just a matter of following that line.
Jenny finishes off the cut, and the siding is easily removed.
Now to make sure that our new garden window is watertight, we'll be using two materials, caulking, which we'll be putting on later, and this is waterproof flashing paper. I've inserted that behind the sheathing up here and made sure that each section overlaps.
We fold the flashing paper back over the siding and tape it down to make way for the fin around the edge of the window. Next, Jenny spreads a heavy bead of silicone caulk around the edge of the opening. This will give us a good seal between the window fin and the framing. At last, we're ready for the garden window. It's quite heavy, so Jenny's next-door neighbor, Gary, helps me lift it into place.
It looks fantastic.
Yeah?
It makes the kitchen look so much bigger.
I secure the window by driving rust-resistant screws through the fin and into the framing of the house. Jenny adds another bead of caulk. Then we remove the tape and fold the flashing paper on top of the fin and trim off the excess with a utility knife. On top of the paper, we place strips of wood, filler strips, that will provide a nailing surface for the new trim. A final bead of caulk, 4 pieces of trim, and our garden window installation is complete.
You like your window, huh?
Yep.
Oh, good.
Thank
All
you
right.
so much.
High-quality garden windows like this have dual-pane glass to provide good insulation from cold and heat. They allow you to have your flowers and herbs literally at arm's length, provide ample natural light, and make any room feel larger.